Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gambling on Hockey on the Parleh Network, Canada's sports betting network. I am your host, Celine Trimarchi, alongside my co-host, Luca Rosano. Okay, just putting it out there, I made bank last night. I went 8 for 11 games. My overall percentage now has bumped to 54, which I'm happy about because it was sitting at 36 for a while. Luca, how many games did you end up winning last night?
Yeah, I think you did a lot better than myself, Celine. I saw you're at like 54% now, which is incredible. I'm at 50%, so I actually went down. I think I got like 5 right, so it wasn't a good outing for me. There were a lot of games that I did take the favorite, and then the underdog cashed in. So looking to go 4-0 tonight with the 4 games that we do have on tap. Hopefully, I can get back on track.
I feel like tonight will be easy money to win. Maybe the Boston Bruins and the Minnesota might not be that easy, but everything else I think is fairly simple. So let's just start off with Boston, like I just said. So after a tough overtime win against the Chicago Blackhawks, the Bruins continue their back-to-back in Minnesota. So Minnesota is the favorite of this one. Who are you picking is in Minnesota this time?
No, you know what? I'm surprised that Minnesota is actually the favorite here. I think if Boston wasn't coming off the second night of a back-to-back, they could have been the slight favorite. So I'm actually going
Mhm.
to go Boston plus 1.5. I think this is a team that's been hard to match up on all season long on the road. And you look at the lines that they're going to be putting out here. DeBrusque, Bergeron, and Marchand line has been producing all season long, as well as the Pasternak line that's been putting up a ton of points. So I do think the Bees will get it done. They also have the advantage in net, and they have the depth to match the Wild in this spot, especially offensively. So Boston, they might be a little fatigued out of the gate. Again, this is the second night I have a back-to-back, but I think they will find a way to keep this very close. So I will take them plus 1.5, and I wouldn't be surprised if they win this game as well. So yeah, give me the Bruins.
Okay, that's fair. I'm gonna stick with the Wild on this one, but going off of like what you were kind of just mentioning, this is gonna be a tough game. And Minnesota, at home, they're 17-7-1, and Boston on the road has been putting up a really good record at 19-8-3. So it's going to be a tough showdown tonight, but I really do believe that Minnesota is going to be taking advantage of some tired legs tonight, especially after the game last night. It was down to the wire, right in overtime. Marc-Andre Fleury stopped 46 of 48 shots. So if that doesn't tell you how many Bruins are putting pucks on the net and how tired I feel like they're going to be today, especially with another back-to-back, because those are always crucial sometimes. I believe that Minnesota is going to come out with the win tonight, so I'm taking them on the spread. Next game, New Jersey Devils and the Calgary Flames. So another team heading into a back-to-back, the Devils. They're not entering Canada, I should say. They're continuing their Canadian swing. Who are you taking tonight? Calgary is the favorite here, but will New Jersey come up with the win?
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna go with Calgary actually minus 1.5. This is gonna be a great goalie matchup. You got Markstrom going up against Giles, and I think this is going to be a game, though, where Calgary comes up on top. You look at Calgary, they've covered the puck line in 3 straight contests against New Jersey, and they are a good bet to continue that trend here on Wednesday. And I think New Jersey coming into this one on the second night of a back-to-back could be a little problematic for them.
Mhm.
And you look at the Flames overall, they're 12-2 in their last 14 games as a home favorite. So I'm going to go with Calgary tonight.
Yeah, I'm sticking with that bet as well, and I'm taking the Calgary Flames. I feel like they're going to be looking to bounce back after their shutout loss to Colorado. There was 40. They dominated in shots too, 46-32. And Calgary leads the NHL in home points and home wins with 14-1-1. New Jersey has the fewest points that they've been posting on the road. So I really do believe Calgary has this one in the bag, especially with New Jersey's goalie struggles. And Markstrom now is back in net for Calgary. Well, he's expected to return tonight, and he's been unstoppable this season. So if you're going to put money down on this game, we're thinking Calgary. And I'm
Yeah.
also going to take the over on this one. I feel like this might end up being a high-scoring game because the over is 6. And now next game, Columbus Blue Jackets and the Ottawa Senators. Okay, so what's going on here? Who are you taking, CBJ or the infamous Senators?
Yeah, I'm going with CBJ, and that's because they have dominated this series in their past 10 head-to-head matchups. They're 7-2-1 against Ottawa, dating back to 2017. So they have owned this team, and 6 of those games, they cover the spread 5 times. So a lot of the public actually likes the Blue Jackets in this spot as the underdog. And I think they can not only cover 1.5, but I can see them winning this game. And this is going to be their final meeting. Yeah, give me Columbus to keep it going tonight. I'm also liking the over 6.5 total goals in this matchup. I think it's going to be a high scoring affair, but ultimately I could see Columbus winning this one.
Yep, sticking with the same pick as well. I'm going to take the Columbus Blue Jackets. I mean, Ottawa's lost 7 of their last 9 games. So I wouldn't be too hopeful with a win tonight with the Ottawa Senators. And plus, like I mentioned before, because I constantly do, playoffs right around the corner. So Columbus has 63 points and Washington has 79 points. And Washington's been playing really good hockey. I mean, they won 5 of their last 6. So Columbus is going to try to do anything they can in order to collect points and eventually kick out Washington for the wild card spot. Next team. Okay, so Tampa Bay and the Seattle Kraken. So I say that, and it's pretty funny because I think we all know who's going to win here. But Tampa Bay, I just want to mention this. So they had a rough road trip. They were supposed to play in Vancouver, and then what happened was the plane had mechanical issues. I would not want to go on a plane after knowing that they had mechanical issues. And that's exactly what head coach, Tampa Bay's head coach, John Cooper, said. Thank God we didn't find out that the mechanical issues were going on while we were up in the air. Thank God they happened when we were on the ground. So they ended up having to stay in Edmonton. And the next day, that's when they went to Vancouver. And they got into the room. They checked into their hotel 4 hours before puck drop. But they still managed to pull out the win 2-1 against the Vancouver Canucks. So now they're in Seattle for their final trip of the road trip. Who are you taking on this one? I'm pretty sure we all know the answer here.
Yeah, I mean, you just mentioned what they have overcome, and I
Right.
think they're easily going to overcome a very bad Kraken team right now. You look
Mhm.
at their last 10 games, they're 2-6-2, averaging 2.5 goals while letting up 3.5 goals per game. And on the season, Seattle scoring 2.6 goals per game, which is 30th in the NHL, and allowing 3.6 goals per game, which is 29th in the NHL. You look at the Lightning, solid over their last 10, 6-4. They're averaging 3.1 goals while only allowing 2.8 goals per game. And I think this is a team that's really going to dominate over the expansion Kraken. Tampa Bay has, been winning these games comfortably, and I think they're going to win another one here comfortably. So I will take them -1.5. I will lay that 1.5 with Tampa. I think it's going to be a long night for the Kraken.
I would love to see someone debate against that and say, you know what, the Seattle Kraken are actually going to take that. They're going to have a huge night tonight against the Tampa Bay Lightning. But I can't even say that. There's nothing in me that I got to think that the Seattle Kraken are going to beat Tampa Bay. Tampa's last meeting with Seattle, they shut out Seattle 3-0. In
Yeah, there you
Seattle,
go.
yeah. So in Seattle, their road trip record, they're right now is 1-3-1. So they only picked up 1 win, which was in Montreal, and that was in a shootout. So yeah, I don't think that the Seattle Kraken are going to pull out big tonight. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Tampa Bay Lightning. And Tampa Bay, when they won against Seattle, they were at home base. They were in Tampa. Tonight's not going to be any different. I'll probably be expecting maybe if I was to pick with the score, I think I would do 5-2.
That
And
sounds
say
reasonable.
Tampa. Yeah, right. Reasonable score. But yeah, so only 4 games tonight in the NHL. So it's a calmer night, unlike last night. But tomorrow is going to be a busy one as well, and we're going to be really excited for that one. But hopefully we can be 4-4 tonight, Luca, and we could even boost our percentage even higher. What do you think?
Yeah, I just realized I think we agree with all these picks, right? We've agreed with
Yeah.
all of them. So yeah, it's crazy. We could either go. Oh no, actually, you took Minnesota, so that's the only difference that
Oh,
we have.
yes, you took Boston, yes. That's a
Yeah,
fair
yeah.
pick, though, that's a fair pick. I mean, you could go either or with, that game because I feel like no one's really gonna know who's gonna win until it actually starts playing out and we see in the 3rd period. But anyways, I guess we'll see you all here, tomorrow after this quiet night, and hopefully you will all go 4-4 with your picks tonight. So thank you all for listening to Gambling on Hockey on the Parleh Network. My name is Celine Trimarchi, and I'm your host alongside my co-host Luca Rosano. So good luck tonight, everybody, and we'll catch you here tomorrow.